Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and if you guys watched the 225 press I did earlier, you guys know I killed it on this workout. I killed it on this workout. And I was a little worried. I almost let myself get psyched up because, as you guys know, I cut back my food intake a few days ago. I started adding in barbell complexes, just small amounts of them. I'm going to increase the volume of those over time because I know I need to lean out a little bit. And I feel that at this point in the game right now, I have enough body fat that I can start slowly losing body fat and keep gaining strength and move upwards towards my goals. I feel like I'm in a position I can do that. I can still recomp it where I'm at because I'm not terribly lean. No one's denying that. Last time I said that in the last videos, people were like, why do you got to state the obvious? It's like, well, this is informative, guys. There's a lot of things that I think are obvious that a lot of people don't. Like about training, there are things that I think are common sense that no one should have to explain. Like, you should pause on your bench press. I don't think you need an explanation for that. It should be common sense. But, you got to point that stuff out to people. But that being said, yeah, I almost let myself get psyched up because I got under my 375 and it felt heavy. But, I dug in and I said, I am not going to let that get to me. I'm going to get my head straight and I'm going to come in. I'm going to nail this. This weight's going to be light. It's my 7th day in a row doing 440. I'm supposed to increase the weight later this week, possibly tomorrow. Why am I letting myself get psyched out? 440 is nothing. I mean, I've been squatting every day for weeks without a day off, right? Who cares? 440. It's lightweight. And I got under it and I smoked it. It felt a hell of a lot lighter than yesterday. And I think what happened yesterday, the fatigue started mounting for me, my body realizing I cut the food back. But I think since I upped my protein, all of that, and I really mostly just cut fat calories out, which you don't really need that much of for training and recovery. They're not really that necessary. Protein calories are better for that anyways. And I'm adapting finally to the workload of this. I think I finally realized, look, this is not a big deal. I've got plenty of body fat. If my body needs any fat for recovery purposes, it's got a supply right there. I'll just take a few fish oil caps, eat really low fat, stick to whole foods, lots of protein, lots of complete carbs, doing a lot of rice and fruit, and it'll be fine. Just keep everything on point. Don't lose weight too quickly. Don't try to cut quickly. Just go slowly, and it'll be fine. And I came in and smoked it. Same thing. I got to my bench press, and I told you guys I moved my hands out about an inch, and maybe in a week or two I'll move them out an inch again, because I know that's really my ideal leverage is. I love the close grip, but I do need to be more of a medium grip. And I smoked 315 today. 315, and keep in mind, yesterday was not a day off from training. In fact, we had some issues with the trap bar, which I'll address later. I've had to assess that footage and be realistic. I honestly think at this point, I've definitely lost grip strength because I haven't deadlifted in 5 weeks and I've been doing low volume pulling. I've lost grip strength. And I did a bunch of grip work all weekend because I got my pinch block. So I'm like, okay, I got to really work on my grip more. I need to start adding in a little more training volume, and I'll get to that in a minute with my rows. So I need to accept what's going on there. And I thought 500 should be light, and 500 is light for me. The issue is I'm not gripping that bar because of the big grips on it. It's larger diameter grips. I've probably lost a little grip strength. I need to learn to use the trap bar. I've got to rebuild my grip strength real quick, which I can do quick. So I'll have to reduce the weight and do a little more volume on those, right? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm incorporating a little more volume at the end of my workouts with some of the later stuff of things that I know I can still recover from. Again, my legs can't handle anymore. I'm going to be honest. Squatting to a training max 7 days a week and trying to add weight every week, I can't handle any more leg volume. My quads, that's all they can take. But I've got other muscles that can handle a little more volume. So if I can recomp a little bit, stimulate a little growth, burn a few more calories, it's not a bad thing, and then my GPP work will handle the rest. It'll be fine as long as I pay attention to recovery, don't drop calories too low, it'll be fine. Focus on the training. Listen to my body, document everything, pay attention. Yeah, that 315, that wasn't hard, it was easy. Nice pause bench, still considered close grip. Then we got to this 225 press. You know what? I've had all these people try to claim everything from Fago because of those yellow plates before. I'm like, I'm feeling good today. That press was easy. The squat was easy. Let me just go in and just smoke this. I'm going to hit a 225 today. And I knew when I got under 205 and it felt like a warm-up that I'd get it today. So we're going to show the plates, and people are trying to argue already in the other one. You're not locking it. Guys, that is my lockout. I hold it for 3 seconds at the top. And once I lock it, there's no shaking anymore, and I hold it for 3 seconds. If I wasn't locked out, I wouldn't be able to hold it there. I'd be grinding and shaking still. Notice right there, that is my lockout. That's what I do at the empty bar. I don't know what else people expect from me, but I pause on the chest with a 225. I lock it and I hold it at the top for 3 seconds. Then I zoom in on the plates so that you guys can see they are in fact Rogue plates. People don't make fake Rogue plates. I paid good money for these. In fact, people have even come up with crazy theories. I had someone actually write in the comments, "Oh, you've drilled the plates out." You know how hard it would be to drill 30 pounds of steel out of all this stuff. And you guys must think I'm balling really hard. I mean, the same people who make those claims think that I'm broke, right? I can afford $1,500 worth of Rogue plates just to destroy them. I'm balling that hard? Seriously? Well, you guys need to make up your minds. Either I don't have any money, or I've got $1,500 to just wipe my ass with and laugh about. Okay, you got to make up your minds. Can't be both. You need to be consistent in your propaganda. Consistency. So here we go. I got in my zone. I knew I'd get it. 205 was light. I'm like, I got this. I'm going to smoke it. I didn't need to psych myself up really. And that's the other thing. People are like, you stay kind of calm on these. I do. That's part of the key with Bulgarian style training. Everything is calm. This isn't psyched up. I'm not jamming to music. I'm not slapping myself. I'm not screaming. Why? Because that contributes to overtraining. It contributes to overtraining even with the same weight reps and sets. There's more data emerging on that. Calm training. Lift the heaviest weights you can handle calmly. There we go. We got it locked. And I hold it for 3 seconds. Bring it down under control. Clean rep after benching and squatting first. And people want to argue, oh, no, you didn't. I film every day. Unless I filmed workouts ahead of time to plan this weeks ahead of time. I don't know how the hell. I don't know. There'll be a conspiracy theory somewhere, guys. Someone will come up with a conspiracy theory involving space bat angel dragons and reptilians or something. That they'll explain how I did that, And then here's the Pendlay rows, guys, because like every day that I really don't feel like my left bicep is recovered enough from the chin-ups, we're going to come in and maybe do some Pendlay rows. Or we'll do a little more volume on the trap bar stuff. Why the volume? I need the extra volume. I think a little bit of back off volume for growth is good. I'm growing, I think, on this program. But if I can recover from a volume at the end, I can use it to stimulate a little more growth, burn a few more calories, build all these muscles. I mean, things like this, lats, rear delts, traps, those aren't going to ever get too big to be a problem for my goals. I'm not worried about it. And as long as I can recover, it's fine. And it'll help my grip strength. Even Pendlay rows help with grip. I need more pulling volume for my grip. And again, just building my work capacity. And when I say volume is the enemy on this, what I'm talking about is early on. In other words, you don't want much volume before you hit your training maxes. Well, your daily minimums or whatever, because warm-ups reduce your strength. You're wasting energy. And if you're in shape from lifting heavy every day, you don't need a lot of ramping. You get in, hit your lifts. And if you have energy left for other stuff, GPP, other little bit of volume work, things like that, go ahead and do them. And that's what I'm going to do as I'm able to, just for a little bit of extra growth stimulation, a little bit of metabolic fatigue so that I burn a few more calories, speed up some recomposition within your ability to recover from it. And a lot of that's going to be dependent upon your food intake, your sleep, your rest, your mental state, your stress levels. So that's the sort of thing on a system like this you really, really have to assess closely with the extra stuff you're doing at the end. And I think over time, as I get stronger, my work capacity will keep increasing on this. I will be able to gradually work more stuff in. And let's hope that a year from now, I'm a hell of a lot stronger with a hell of a lot more work capacity with a better body composition and be kicking butt in my 40s, well into my 40s at that point, and that's the goal. So I hope this has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.